And welcome to 520 Sports Talk. We are here at Wings Over Broadway on the southeast corner of Camino Seco and Broadway. Don't mind the construction. There's several ways in and out. And just a great atmosphere. Our NASCAR show, the place is packed. I'll have Piercen pan the crowd here to show how many people. Even on the other side, we've got people that are here to watch the NASCAR show. Actually, I have two friends that I actually went to junior high and high school with that are here, and I'm really glad to have Bob Bays and Bob Hendricks from the Catalina Trojan era. So, get started. We'd like to thank you for joining us, and we have Beth Ann Louse with us. She's the marketing director for Vibe Energy Bars. This is our brand new sponsor, a national sponsor that we have, and she's got a lot of exciting information to let you guys know it. So we're going to let her tell you.
Thank you, Bill. And thank you for having me here tonight. I'm excited to be here. Vibe Energy Bar is the company that I'm the national sales director for, and I'm excited to say that we produce a fantastic energy bar. It is a plant-based bar that is all natural, caffeine infused with a fruit extract, caffeine equal to about 1.5 shots of espresso caffeine, but it's very sustained release caffeine. We are really happy about being here and being able to show everyone and give everyone bars here tonight. I brought plenty for everyone. And I'm here to also share with you that we will be doing disease-based bars in the future, which will be, for instance, for high blood pressure, we'll be looking at bars that will be lowering blood pressure. We're working on those right now. They're in production right now. We're writing those recipes right now. And we're excited to be here to share the bar and put it out for sports and NASCAR and anyone that wants to buy these healthy bars. They are very good, too. They taste delicious. They are nutritional. And I think most people, the popularity of them is growing. And I'm here to say I'm proud of that. This is our card. Bill, will you show that to the camera? Okay, thank you. And the website is vibeenergybar.com. Vibeenergybar.com. Thank you.
I just turned my phone off. All right, thank you, Beth. Remember, it's like, I'll be honest with you, I have high blood pressure, okay? It just happens, we're in our 50s and we're just not as healthy as we used to be when we were playing ball or in high school and stuff. So if these are condition-specific, you definitely want to check it out. I mean, I know people out there with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, which is a heart condition, obviously. And then, like she said, the new bars that are going to come out are vegan-based, so there's no unnatural sweetener. It's going to be sweetened by, what, agave, you said? Yeah, so it's a win-win situation. You go to Circle K, you go to QT, you see these energy bars, and they're crap. You want to get one of these because it's not only nutritional, but it's condition specific to help you with high blood pressure, with lowering your blood sugar and diabetes and that type of stuff. So this is the wave of the future, and in 5 years you're going to like, wow, I heard about this a long time ago. Why didn't I jump on the bandwagon? So you definitely want to check it out. VibeEnergyBar.com. Go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions, you can text us at 520 Sports Talk. We will refer all the questions and inquiries to Beth, and then she will answer you back personally. So we want to thank you for that, Beth. Okay, and like I said, we are at Wings Over Broadway at Camino Seco and Broadway, southeast corner. It's going to be a great show. The food is delicious here. For this place not being a pizza place, they have some of the best pizza in town. So it's really good. The wings are great. Burger sandwiches, you can't beat it. Frog and Firkin, this is our lead sponsor. We appreciate Jody and Garrett Wrightsman's support. Frog and Firkin, we had our show last week there with the 03 Royals. Place was packed. It was a great show. It's a great venue. They give us the whole back room, which is a brand new. It's not brand new, but it's a newer addition to Frog and Firkin. I believe it's been a year and a half or so since it's been completed. It's got a stage, plenty of inside seating, plenty of outside seating. They've got space heaters. It doesn't really even get that cold in Tucson, so you definitely want to check out Frog and Firkin. Something to do every single night. Monday night you got football. Tuesday you got trivia. Wednesday you've got either our show and karaoke. Thursday is Thursday night football. Friday usually is live music. Saturday college football, Sunday pro football. So something to do every single night at Frog and Firkin. They are 3-time award winners from the Arizona Daily Star for the best outdoor dining, the best family-owned restaurant, and the best pizza in town. So, like I said, it's a win-win situation when you go to the Frog. Bianchi's up in Marana. I was up there actually earlier today. Best Italian food, authentic Italian food. 2 locations. The original location at Speedway in Silver Bell by the Pima West Campus, and our Marana location where we do our shows on Tangerine, just east of Thornydale, next to the McDonald's. Bianchi's, thank you. Johnny Gibson's Downtown Market in conjunction with High Wire Lounge at the corner of 6th and Broadway. We had a show there last week with the Tucson Youth Football Rams. Once again, packed house. I mean, you definitely want to come to these shows because it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people. You get to meet new people all the time, mingle. Johnny's Downtown Market, we're out in the patio. Once again, space heaters, plenty of room. Really good food. High Wire Lounge has all you need for your adult beverage needs. Micha's Mexican Food. Are glad to have Micha's back after a few months, actually since last April when they had a fire that forced them to close down. They are our new Southside location. So Sarita, Walden Grove, Rio Rico, Nogales, Benson, be ready to have shows with us, and we will have you have our Micha's. It's right off the freeway. You don't have to venture into Tucson, and it's going to be a great time. Micha's, great Mexican food since 1976. Also, MichasCatering.com. They cater the airport. They cater Raytheon, some of the bigger call centers. Obviously, if they weren't good, they wouldn't be catering these big businesses. So thank you, Micha's. New Stitch Embroidery at 3114 South 12th Avenue. Actually, if you could pan in on my shirt, this is a brand new shirt. I just picked it up a few hours ago. And if you want one of these shirts, it's kind of neat. They just bought a very expensive machine that's an inkjet printer, but it's for clothes. So you don't have to worry about silk screen. You don't have to worry about it when you wash it 16 times. It gets all crackly and everything. These shirts are great. And if you want one of these shirts, you need to text me either on 520 Sports Talk on the Facebook page, or if you're on my personal Facebook page, text me. We will definitely get you one. I have a long sleeve black shirt, but they have various colors, short sleeve and long sleeve, men and women's cuts. So thank you, New Stitch Embroidery, a great business and a great supporter of 520 Sports Talk. Chiba Hut at the corner of 6th and Campbell. Best sandwiches, everything's toasted, nothing's fried except for the occasional customer. Thank you, Chiba Hut. Platinum Fitness, 3 locations, Ina and Oracle, 5800 East Speedway, which is a 24-hour location between Craycroft and Wilmot on Speedway, and our East Side location at Golf Links in Harrison. So you definitely want to check them out. They've got a special right now, $1 down to join the club with no contract. There's not any club that I'm aware of that does not have a contract or lock you into some type of time allotment. So definitely check out Platinum Fitness. First Heritage Realty, the A to B team with Brittany Palma and her staff. Move the healthy way with the A to B team at 520-270-7958, or the A to B team and the number 2, not T-O, A2Bteam.com. Thank you for that. Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating, David Murrieta. Make sure your heaters are in tip-top shape. I know down in Green Valley it gets a little colder than it does up here, but they also service Tucson, Green Valley, Sarita, and Nogales. Give him a call at 520-648-1755. Jim Miller State Farm with the red VW outside of his location. Actually, I was up there today talking to him. He's very excited about being a sponsor of 520 Sports Talk. Get a hold of him at 520-900-7842, or you can go to mymaranaagent.com. Everything under the sun as far as insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, auto insurance, renter's insurance, other insurances that he has. It's a one-stop shop for Jim Miller State Farm. Tuller Trophy, Tucson Original Trophy Company on 6th Avenue, just north of 6th Street, and also the east side location on 22nd Street, east of Craycroft on the north side of the street. They provide our Player of the Year trophies, and we thank Tuller Trophy for that. You definitely want to check them out if you have any type of award or trophy or certificates or plaques that you need done. Go to Tuller, Tucson's oldest. You can't go wrong there. Simply Noted, LLC, with Ricky Elmore. Mixing modern marketing techniques with an old-fashioned old school or old-fashioned personal touch, you can get them at simplynotedllc.com. If you want to expand your footprint through marketing, you definitely need to call or talk to them. Tucson Speedway on Houghton Road, south of the Pima County Fairgrounds. And this is all about, our show tonight is all about Tucson Speedway and the Tucson NASCAR drivers. They are not racing currently, but they're going to have a race in about a month called the Chili Willy Race. We're going to find all about it tonight. So definitely check out Tucson Speedway. Arizona Lending Specialist with Mo, the mortgage lady. Give her a call at 520-510-6698. She's also the one that does our Spotlight Player of the Week certificates for all your home purchases and refinance needs. She's been helping Arizona families for over 15 years with amazing rates and customer service. You can reach her at 520-510-6698 or Mo, the mortgage lady, on social media. So we thank you guys for that. And last but certainly not least, our brand new sponsor, Catalina Auto Recycling. Why buy new when used will do? Or like our producer says, recycle and die. So this is, I can tell you firsthand, I mean, this is good. I'm getting a new top for my tracker. They've got what you need for your car to fix it at a lot less than what you would pay O'Reilly's or online or anything like that. So check them out. Catalina Auto Recycling over by the Pima Air Museum on Valencia Road. You can Google the exact address. So thank you, sponsors, very much for your patronage. We appreciate it because without you, obviously, we would not have a show. So we are ready for the track people now. We'll get all the vibe bars. Oh, one more thing before they're coming up. I want to talk to you about the Arizona Bowl. The Arizona Bowl gave us 4 tickets that we will be distributing tomorrow, 2 tickets in each gift bag for 2 deserving student athletes in the Tucson Unified School District. The schools are Tucson High and Palo Verde High School. We will be there late morning to give the Tucson High Christmas bag to a deserving student. We're going to go live, so make sure you watch the Facebook page. And then early in the afternoon tomorrow, we'll be over on the east side at Palo Verde High School doing the same thing. So the Arizona Bowl is December 29th. Starts out at 12:15. So it's starting out at 12:15 in the afternoons. It's a great time. This is the first year that CBS Sports is going to pick it up. So it was voted the 8th best bowl of all the bowl games last year, and I believe there's almost 40 bowls now, isn't there? So it was a great game. It was a game for the ages. New Mexico State not having been a bowl participant since 1960. And that's actually the year I was born. So, and they played Utah State, which is the same team they played in 1960 in the Sun Bowl in El Paso. New Mexico State ended up winning in overtime. It was a great game. So definitely make your plans for December 29th, the Arizona Bowl. David will be there. I'll be there. We'll be up in the press box. Troy will be out on the field. So it's going to be a great time. The Arkansas State Red Wolves against the Utah State Wolfpack. So I think they're calling it the Wolf Bowl, they told me today. So, all right. All right, thank you for watching from Colorado. This is great, and that's one of the reasons that we use Facebook is because of the fact that we have a nationwide reach. So, all right.
Hey, guys, I'm glad that you're here. Once again, we always have a great time when we get together and talk about why I'm the best driver of all time. And I appreciate I appreciate that vote of confidence. But as usual, we just like to introduce yourself and tell us kind of what you do, and we will start with you.
I'm Mike on the mic, do all the announcing out there, and work with the rest of the track staff to make sure that the entertainment value is there for everybody that comes in the gate and everyone on Facebook. Again, thanks to 520 Sports Talk for helping us out.
My name's John. I empty the garbage and I write the checks and everything in between.
I'm Tim. I'm the race director out there, and I see the Saturday night operations.
My name's Mike. Work in tech and make sure everybody's playing with at the same level.
Make sure everybody's playing with a full deck. Is that what you're saying? That's why they're race car drivers, right? All right. All right, we're glad to have you with us. It's been a while. I know we have a show every month, but last around Thanksgiving and stuff, things were kind of hectic, and I know you had your turkey shoot run and everything like that. So let's catch up on the last time we had a show. I believe it was at the end of October, David. They were getting ready to do that. What was that one race that everybody just blew their points off and started from scratch, and it was like a winner-take-all thing? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Go ahead.
Well, that was the Outlaw race, and everybody, the top four, just zeroed their points out, and they all went for it. Brandon Schilling was the leader going into the race, so he sort of set this whole scene up, and as luck would have it, Brandon did not win the race, and Ricky Bogart won the race, and Ricky was in what position going in, third or fourth? He was in third position going in. So we have Schilling in the audience tonight. We have Herschel McGriff Jr. that also raced, and Herschel came in second, I believe. So anyway, or third. So anyway, it was a big turnaround. But Schilling lost the money. He lost the championship. But it sure was exciting for all the fans, and it was just a lot of fun to throw everything on the table and have a real shootout.
I noticed that you failed to mention that I withdrew so they could win. That's what I'm talking about. I really don't understand why I'm treated this way, but
Your entry sheet bounced.
well, you said I could write a check, and you didn't say it had to be good, so that was the situation. But it was real unfortunate that our schedules didn't work out because I really wanted to go out there and have a blast with you guys. But I'm looking forward to the next opening so I can display my skills and go out there and show you guys exactly how it's supposed to be done. So please keep us abreast of everything because, I've been working on my shifting and I took my brake pedal out because I'm not going to use it because I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Yeah, see, we have a connection. See, I don't have to abide by all the rules that you guys do. So, boo, you see what I'm saying? It all works together. So tell us, what is the next thing that you guys got coming up that people can go out there and see and get involved in?
Yeah, I know. We have the Chili Willy. That's a big super late model race that starts on a Thursday night. And we do practice and racing on Thursday night. Friday night we do qualifying and a race to get into the Chili Willy. And then on Saturday at 2 o'clock is the big race. It's 24th, 25th, and 26th of January. Yeah. And we're going to have super late models all the way we have people from Canada, Washington, Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, Arkansas, Cienega. La Cienega, where's that at? I've never heard of it. Oh, never heard of it. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's our next race. We got trucks running with them. So that's our biggest race of the year to start the season off. That's what we start the season with, and then we go from there. Then we start our opening is March 9th. It'll be our opening night.
Okay, so all of February is dark?
Yeah, pretty much. We have a bunch of practice days in between there, and we'll be teching cars and going through stuff. We have a new body coming out for the super late models this year. It's called the Gen 6, built by 5 Stars. So the body hasn't been changed in, 14 years? So now this is a change that they're making now. After 14 years, there's going to be a new body coming out. Everybody's excited for that. We're changing to Hoosier race tires. We've been running a Towel City retread, but we're going to Hoosier because we run Hoosiers on our super late model, so we're just trying to get a points fund. By buying from them, we get a bigger points fund for everybody at the end of the year. So we're making that big change. there. So that's what's happening there. We got some new looks for the Pro Stocks. They can run some new Camaro front ends and stuff like that. So that's about it, really. We have a picture of the 5-star body. So that's basically what the new. Yeah. And the difference with this is the noses really resemble, it comes in a Ford Mustang, a Toyota, and a Chevy Camaro. So the noses really look like the production car. So everybody will be able to say, wow, that's a Ford Mustang, that's a Camaro, you know. Now they just look like a cookie cutter car. So, yeah, that's what's going on new.
All right, so John, explain to the viewers out there how they can they go online and buy tickets for this Chili Willy? Do they have to go to the racetrack to buy them? I mean, we want to get a lot of our viewers at 520 Sports Talk. There's 5,400 of you guys out there and ladies that follow us, so we definitely want to, get a good majority of those out at the racetrack. It's a great time. Bring the kids. It's probably one of the more inexpensive things to do in town, but obviously one of the more exciting things to do in town. So tell them how we can get them tickets.
Okay, well, we certainly can. You can get tickets online, TucsonSpeedway.com, and it's real simple, and it's inexpensive. I don't know exactly what the pricing is right now, but I think we have family packs, which is 2 adults and 2 kids, and I think that's reasonably priced at about $29 for the whole family. And adult prices are $14, and there's a lot of discount coupons in the Tucson, Pima County metro area. We've got a lot of marketing partners out there, such as O'Reilly Auto Parts and Circle K's. They all have discount coupons at their counters, so that's good. We pride ourselves in being affordable family entertainment, so that's what we're about. And we got 3 days of racing coming up, so you can buy a package where you get all 3 days. You can come just for Saturday for the main event, and we are going to start a little earlier just because, if you're an Arizona native or a transplant, you've been here 3 or 4 years and you don't wear shorts anymore in the winter like I used to when I first came to Arizona. I'm done with that now. My blood's really thin. So we're going to start our racing a little earlier in the afternoon, like on Saturday. I think we start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a makeup race, last chance race for the super late models. And then we will go into our main events by about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we also have sprint cars, vintage sprint cars that are here from Canada, Idaho, Washington State, Oregon, and Colorado. And they put on a real good show, and Tim's got them scheduled in with the super late models. So our main event with the supers will probably take off, about 5:30, 6 o'clock, something. Anyway. And we'll jinx it if we say the exact time. Yeah, sometime after 2, and then we plan on getting done by 7:30 at night if we can, just so it doesn't get so darn cold for us wannabe natives. So that's what we want to do, is get it done while the sun's still up and it's warmish.
Well, especially if you're gonna have David racing, because he goes to bed about 9:30.
Well, not just that. Make sure that you tell me the time, because I know you guys may not call me because we all know who's going to win. So just tell me so I can get there in enough time to pull out my victory and come on home and call it a day.
Purse to win, too, David. I know you'll give it to charity, right?
Yes, the David Adams Charity Fund.
Boys and Girls Club?
Ish. Yeah. I need some clothes, so we might donate it to that fund. So I could use $10,000 to get my wardrobe in order. And the new body styles, I really like them. I thought that was very interesting, nice and kind of sleek looking, and more on the sexy side than what I've seen previously. And that was one of the problems I had. I'm more of a sexy driver.
You're all about sexy, right?
Sexy driver.
Sexy back, is that what it is?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We're starting to get on the same page here, and that's why everything is coming together, and it's really neat. But I have a question. Where in the hell did you come up with Chili Willy or Freaky Friday, whatever the name of it was? Yeah.
About 6 years ago. It all started about 6 years ago at Triple T. John goes, dead serious. We're sitting there, and John goes, I want to do a big super late model race this year, and we need to get a name. And I'm just sitting there, and they went back and forth. They said, Chili Willy. They all looked at me and laughed. Well, it's stuck. It's got a good name to it. We have our mascot. You see, that's Chili Willy, a cactus.
And you had the last laugh, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's actually worked into a pretty big deal all over the country. Everybody knows about it. We're probably get 40-plus super late models out here for that. So it's going to be a really good, fun week.
Sure.
That's Shrub. We call him Shrub.
Shrub. Shrub, huh? All right, I'm on public airwaves, so anyway, so definitely want to invite everybody to come out for the Chili Willy one-of-a-kind race. We have all kinds of people coming from all over the place, like John said. Defending Snowball Derby champion is on tag to possibly come in, so definitely want to keep an eye out for that. But like I said, then thanks to you guys and all our corporate sponsors and every the racers that come out and show up. TucsonSpeedway.com, buy your tickets, buy a whole bunch of them, bring everybody out with you. And he said he's going to race, so I think you just come out and just see him race. I think that's worth the cost of admission and then some. And he said he's going to win. He said he's going to win $10,000. You know, that's you got to share the wealth, my friend.
We can divide it up with everybody, but you have to be over 18 for us to divide it up. I'm looking forward to really, because I never really got into racing for the longest. In the 70s, I'm a big Richard Petty fan because he won all the time, and then I kind of got away from it. And then in the early 2000s, a gentleman called me to come up and watch NASCAR, and I'm like, "It's the circle shit. I don't want to, you know." But I went up there. I was in the pit crew, and I'm telling you right now, racing is a lot more exciting in person than it is on TV. On TV, it's kind of, and you know, you can go get something to drink and come back, and same leader, or you know, everybody's waiting for the crashes. But in person, racing is very exciting. A lot of people think, well, they're just going in circles, but you know, you got to have skill to go on those circles. It's like you can't get into golf watching it on TV, but when you go out there and you see how hard those shots are, you can respect it. And that's the one thing I really liked about the racing, because not only are they going for it, I mean, you're really risking everything. And there's very few things in life that people will risk everything, and I think it's very exciting. And I'm really looking forward to coming out there and setting the pace. Well, if there's
That's just a given, right?
Exactly. So while everybody's fighting for second, I just think it's going to be fun.
That's first loser.
Boom. Exactly. But
That guy.
yeah, definitely. Because I tell you what, I can't even imagine, to be honest with you, going as fast as they're going in that circle. It's just phenomenal. And I just think that people don't appreciate it because all they see is on TV. Come out there, watch. Everything is fair, supposedly. Except, you know, I had pedals in my car. You know, I had to run. Yeah, I didn't. Yes. So, but everything is fair, and it's just, let's go out here and see what we can do. And I just think it's very exciting, and I think that when you come out there and see how hard it is, then you will respect it and want to come out more often, especially at the price. You can't beat it.
Yeah, I mean, where are you going to take a family of four for under $30? I mean, come on, seriously.
Can't even go to dinner for that.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a great atmosphere. I'm going to be out there cheering David on because he's my co-host, you know, so, you know, no disrespect to the other drivers, but, you know, Chocolate Thunder is, I'm going to have to lay some odds on that one. So. That's right. So, David Chocolate Thunder. That's right. So definitely you want to come out. What's the date again on that? January 24th, 25th, and 26th of next month in January. So definitely got plenty of time to put it on your calendar. Come on out, enjoy it. Don't dwell and don't mull over those Christmas credit card bills you're going to get about the same time. So just go out and enjoy it. And we're glad to have you guys on the show tonight. I want to give a special thanks to Mike here. He did probably 95% of helping me get this show together, and I really appreciate it. Football shows, basketball, that type of stuff. I'm a little bit more in tune with those sports, but when it comes to racing, I've learned a lot so far, but I'm sure I've got a lot more to learn. I don't know as much as David, but no one does. But thank you, Mike. We really appreciate you guys. John, always a pleasure. Don't forget, we want to have a 520 Sports Talk race next season. All right, thank you. Oh, okay, so did you hear that, viewers? Tucson Speedway is going to have a 520 Sports Talk race, and we're going to combine with the Tucson Fire Foundation, for the charity on that one, because since I was worked for the Tucson Fire Department, so good causes. The causes for Tucson Fire is sometimes you've seen first responders, not only firemen but police, nurses, and stuff. A lot of PTSD issues. I mean, you're seeing death more times than maybe in 1 month, and more than people see in their whole lifetimes. Different fire, like my dad, unfortunately died of leukemia because he was a firefighter and he started in the 60s and 70s before they had the hazmat material and the gear and stuff like that. And they're finding a lot of firefighters that started in that area have like cancer related conditions. So a lot of the money from the Tucson Fire Foundation goes for that as well. So we're glad to partner up with you guys. My man David Adams over here. Chocolate Thunder. Sorry, yeah. So he's gonna win, and then he's gonna drive the pace car, from what I understand. So yeah, right. That's right. Especially if it's one of their new Corvettes or something. So definitely check it out. 24th, 25th, and 26th of January, Chili Willy, Tucson Speedway on South Houghton Road, just south of the fairgrounds. You can't miss it. So thank you very much, guys. And we will bring the drivers up here. Thanks, Mike. We'll bring the victims up. That's right. So a little program note. I went to a softball tournament sponsored by USA Softball, Bobby Pena, yesterday at Sports Park. Sports Park's now open. It's in pretty good shape. I guess they got some money allotted to them from the Ina Road Bridge project from ADOT. So Sports Parks is back open, back doing softball. They had some great softball over the weekend. I talked to all four final teams yesterday. If you're watching the show tonight, you definitely need to get a hold of me so we can get you on. While the kids are out of school and I don't have access to school teams, there's a perfect opportunity for your club softball, club volleyball, anything club related, soccer. Get a hold of me either at 520 Sports Talk Facebook page. If you have my personal number, any way you want to get a hold of me, send me a message and we'll get you on. How you guys doing? I remember this guy. He's hilarious. All right, so we'll start here. We'll go around because David will ask the first question. Give me your name, what class of car you drive, and anything maybe special about you.
My name is Dane Jorgensen. I race super late models at Tucson Speedway, car number 6. I don't know if there's a whole lot special about me. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe these guys have a better. I got the beard going. Not yet, but there's a few coming in.
So you took no shave November into December.
Yeah, we've been working even before November. We were working on it. I go hard. I go hard.
Now my notes say here this is the first asphalt win that you had.
Yeah, this year we had a win, and it was my first win on pavement. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to get back to that because I'm sure David will have some thoughts on it.
All right, sounds good. I guess we'll go to you.
My name's Mariah, and let's see. Super late models, trucks, pro stocks. Yeah.
And you're a nurse.
I am.
That's a good thing.
If you crash, you can fix yourself.
I mean, also I have quite a few coworkers that like to be in the stands, so maybe if I couldn't, they could.
There you go.
So I'm Sean Bray, Super Late Model 51. Been here all 3 shows. Same thing. Haven't changed.
We don't expect you to.
Not sure what car I'm going to race for the Chili Willy, so we'll leave that open for the super lates. Yeah, we don't know yet. I mean, there's so many to pick from some days. Some days I need that. Depending on how my practice goes, I might need the second car. No, my name's Brandon Schilling. I race out at Tucson Speedway. We enjoy coming out here and doing this deal with 520 Sports Talk. Really have to thank Wings Over Broadway for helping everybody out and doing this, and John Lashley and Tucson Speedway. And thank you guys for putting up with us for another month.
So you had your first victory, was it last week or?
No, it was in August, I think it was.
August? Yeah, I couldn't make it, so you would have probably been in second that day. But, you know, I'm waiting to make my debut soon-ish. So that could be, well, it's a little chilly. You know, me and the weather the cold weather don't get along real well. But I'm giving it some thought. I've been doing some things to my Mercedes to get it ready. V8, yeah. I'm going for it. I think, you know, it has a roll bar in it, so it should pass some of the safety things it should pass on, but I'm looking forward to it. Now, I'm interested. So you race against men, women, it doesn't matter, correct? Yeah. Do you get more pleasure out of beating the men or the women?
Well, probably the men.
That's why I asked you, because I don't know.
Yeah.
You may like just slap the hell out of the woman.
No making fun of.
You don't go home and just say, you need to go tell your wife that a girl beat you.
Well, that might get said at the racetrack, but.
So you get more pleasure out of beating the men, kind of, sort of, a little bit, and you don't talk trash, but you give them the look like, yeah, you SOB, take that. Right? I'm with you, because I could deal with being beat by men only because I was raised to believe that men are better drivers than women. So if I got beat by a woman, that would be like a double ass whooping. You can't even talk trash. You'd be like, what? You wait till next week. But that's good. I like the diversity of this sport to where it's mixing the two. It's just who's the better driver. I mean, reflexes and understanding the car and understanding what's going on. I think that's the most positive thing about racing, because it doesn't matter gender-wise. Because
we all look the same with a helmet on.
no,
They all get too tight every day.
I don't think so. Because you were ugly when you got in the car, so you're going to be ugly, period. And she's not bad looking, so that's a good thing. So, how long have you been racing?
Since I was 13, so 11 years. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how do you do it? 27 and 2, 2 and 27, 1 and 1?
Well, it started off in go-karts, and then went to super late models, then went to, I don't know if it was the truck or the pro stock next, but one of them.
Probably the only one that actually went like to the top.
Yeah.
We started working their way kind of back down and then raced back.
Yeah.
I can't say much. I mean, I drive quite a few.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So you've done this for 11 years. So you were actually racing cars before you had an Arizona driver's license?
Yeah, for about 4 years.
So my question is, you're not racing right now. you guys have my mad respect because you not only race, you turn the wrench, you do your marketing, you do everything. You're not, you don't have, 25 people on your staff to help you. And I really, really respect that. So in this downtime, if I can call it that, what are you guys doing? Are you just getting your engines in tip-top shape? Are you doing body work? Obviously, the new bodies are coming in. You're switching those out. Just kind of tell the viewers of what happens while you're in the quote-unquote off season.
Well, Sean probably has more to say on this, but sometimes you have your engine rebuilt, or you're hanging a new body, or new shock package, or something like that. So we're having some of our stuff rebuilt, upgrading a couple of things, and just getting ready for the next season, kind of getting amped up for it. Yep.
Yeah, for us, we're a little bit far tore down right now. We stripped the car. We stripped the car all the way to bare chassis. You don't have to, but we had some incidents through the year where repairs had to be taking place, so I want to go back over them, make sure they're 100%. We had to buy a new motor, transmission needed work, shocks have been sent out, we're putting the new body on. So we're pretty much building a brand new car in the next 6 weeks.
That's an amazing thing to me, because being able to take an engine apart and put it back together is a skill in itself.
I don't do it.
You didn't.
Engine builder before.
Oh well, see, then I'll take that back. You're just a driver. I can't. But do you guys? But I mean, that's a lot of people. Isn't that normal for a driver to know pretty much the ins and outs of an engine as well? Or you guys?
What I do with the engine is pull it out and take it to Robert up at King Dyno.
Okay.
His problem, not mine.
All right. So we have a lot in common, because all I do is turn the key and drive. I don't. If I hear something, I know to take it in. So, okay, yeah. Oh,
Take it out, send it in.
I can feel some victories already then.
Bring it.
Well, you keep saying bring it. You're gonna be mad when I do bring it, but we'll work. We're gonna work on it, man. We're gonna work on it. So, how long have you been racing?
I don't know. I started when I was 15.
And you're
37 now. Almost 38. That's why I race. I drive in circles because I don't do math very well.
22.
Yeah, 20-some.
15 is 37. This is that.
There you go.
Not only my handsome, I'm pretty different.
There you go. No, started when I was 15, when the track was, it was a NASCAR. It's always been a NASCAR track since I've been going. My parents raced when it was dirt. Then they made the transition.
Corona Speedway when they raced?
I think when my dad was racing originally, it was Corona Speedway. We started going back in '91 when it was Tucson Raceway Park, and then it made the transition into asphalt, and then we've been going ever since. I mean, we were there when the Craftsman truck or I think the NASCAR Super Truck started, everything else like that. So all the winter heats, we've been there for all of them.
Not my next door neighbor when I was growing up, but they lived on the next street. They raced cars, and it was dirt, and they had the peel-off mask for when it got dirty. You could just peel it off, and you'd have a fresh mask on there. I don't know what they were called. They were called pretty cool to me, but I thought that was really neat, because the guys just keep going, like, man, that was really cool. But I really, like I was telling the gentleman before, it's a fabulous sport, and the way the genders can mix and it doesn't make a difference is another fabulous thing to get you to want to watch, because with the history of women aren't as good at drivers, that would be fantastic to watch you pull out a victory in everybody's face, because I know it does. It has to. You can't win some of the races, and there's not going to always be women out there, so that's got to be fabulous to see. And like I said, I'm just looking forward for the season to kick back up again, the Chili Willies when everything started out. Is everybody going to be involved in that? All right, well, I'll see if I can get the bins fixed in time and get on out there and do a little something. You look a little nervous.
No.
You sure?
I think David's going to make his debut on the 520 Sports Talk Classic. whenever that's going to be. We'll have to ask John when that's going to be. So exactly. So Mariah, let me ask you this. Obviously, there's a lot more guys racing than ladies, but do you do your own marketing? I mean, do you have to go out and get your own sponsors? Do you have help with that, or how does that work? And in the second part of the question, do you gear your sponsors towards like women's products? I'm not saying have a pink Mary Kay car out there, but I mean, do you have like do you gear sponsorship towards like products that maybe ladies would use?
No, my family and I do most all of my own marketing, and none of it is female-based. Okay. Actually, all of it's men-based. No Mary Kay car. It'd be nice to have some kind of sponsorship like that, but I don't know. I work a lot, and I don't personally have the time to go out and do it myself right now. No, not with a nurse's schedule.
All right, what about you other guys? Now that it's kind of like the off season and stuff, is this where you really hit your marketing hard, where you want to obviously maintain your sponsors, keep them happy, but see if you can get new ones?
Honestly, the best supporter I have is really Jim with Family Air. That family, that man has been a part of my deal since I think 4 or 5 years now. So he's done a phenomenal job with me ever since, helping out year in and year out. Honestly, right now, I think pretty much we're all just working our butts off right now, trying to save up as much as we can. Spend what we got to on Christmas and tell everybody sorry, but we're going racing in January, so Christmas is a little short, but we will be racing in January. But no, I don't have the time. Every now and then we get approached about doing some marketing with a few people here and there, but it's really tough. Especially on our level, sometimes it'd be nice to go out and try to beat the streets to find some more money or marketing money to help out with the racing, but we have to go to work because that's what we know we're going to do, that we can do to go racing and do it from there. No, he's actually getting the 2-year-old's actually going to get a Power Wheels this year. We're going to paint it and wrap it like the 20 car, I think. So I think it's going to be a pretty good Christmas gift for him. But no, I think most of us all just work our butts off as much as we can when we're not racing, try to get what we can saved up or pay off what we didn't have going at the end of the year.
And like us, we're a family-owned team. Like Mariah, like them. Like I say, biggest supporter for us is like my mom's personal business, Dale's Doors. And we only have one sponsor else other than that helps, larger company. And other than that, I don't have time other than work. And then I'm a one-man band. Crew guys have full-time jobs. One doesn't live in this town. You do what you got to do. It's hard to find sponsors. The best thing you can do when you own your own local company is if another company comes in, you kind of try and hit them up a little bit. And then you try to work the whole local-to-local thing. But the hard part is most of these local companies want like a car out front, like how Keith has his Modify today. And the problem is his car's torn apart, my car's torn apart, hers is torn apart. How can you show your car? So they want to see it, and we don't have it right now. So that's the hard part in the wintertime is everything's torn down.
So if somebody was interested in doing a sponsorship, how would they go about doing that? You can take pictures of your car and say, okay, we're going to put your name right here or something like that. For example, if I wanted to do some sponsorship, how would I go about doing that?
Everybody has their own ways. We tell everybody there's multiple ways, as in, we show people, at the track, your name's on our car, so every time the car goes around, you see the name. Every time the car pulls out on the track, the announcer shows explains the sponsors on the car. We do shows like you've seen his car at the Family Air stuff. I have cars down at the larger company. They take their cars out to the fairgrounds. You show your cars. You also have shirts. Most of us have shirts. We put the names on the shirts. Hero cards. You've seen the hero cards. We have the meet and greet every race. All your sponsors are on the hero cards. When you hand those out, kids usually end up handing them to the parents, and parents end up seeing them. So you're hoping that one person sees that name on the car, and then they go buy something from your sponsor, and that's what helps your sponsor, and that's what the sponsors are looking for, is that little bit of return that they give you. They would like it back through more customers.
So you guys out there are viewers, if you are business owners and you are NASCAR fans, get a hold of us. We'll get the information of these guys. Like I said, these guys do everything except for maybe the crankshafts and all that, because they set out. But they still do everything. They don't have a big crew like the NASCAR guys on TV, which are no better racers. They just have more money. So it's just a matter of, if we can help these guys, and you own a business. I mean, we have our own sponsors, and I have to go out and do marketing, so I understand the challenges of that, because that's just one of the things that I have to do along with 80 other things every day. David's the same way. So if you want to help out and you want to get your name on these NASCAR automobiles and, see your name go around and around the track for, what do you guys race for, like 6 months, don't you? Okay, so 10 months of racing. I mean, that's a lot of you're going to get a lot of views on that. So get a hold of us at 520 Sports Talk, and we'll set you up with the right person to talk to. So thank you very much, guys. We're going to get the next girl up. Mariah, pleasure. Thanks, brother. You're my dog. And we will get the next one up. Remember, David's going to have his debut on the 520 Sports Talk Classics and stuff. So that will definitely be a sight. So just a program note, this is the only show this week because of the fact that the kids are getting out on the 19th or 20th for this semester break. So it's kind of a slow week for us show-wise, but Troy is going to look for a game on Thursday on the 20th, the spotlight game of the week that we can go to the school and live stream it. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream of the girls' games, the two girls' games we've done, Tanque Verde and Empire, and Pueblo and Sabino. They were great games. We like bringing those to you, and so just continue to watch. Appreciate the kind words. And we got the second guys here. So we'll start with you. Just give us your name, what division you drive in, and maybe something weird or unusual that people don't know about you.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't ask you what school you go to. It's not a school show.
My name's Austin Stewart. I drive 3SS modified. I don't know how this works. It's my first time. Yeah, I know how to turn left. That's pretty much it. Something unusual. I don't know. Nothing too unusual. Just, happy to be out there racing, and that's about it.
I'm Mike Vaughn. I got stuck with these modified guys. I'm like the lower class in the pro stocks. Yeah, different. But anyhow, I drive the 19 Pro stock at Tucson Speedway.
See, I was a good football player. He was a great football player.
I know. I came up and talked to him, and I was talking to him. I go, I remember I watched him at the U of A. He's one of the best backs over there.
I'm a great driver.
Ah. Good. Heck. Yeah. We want the competition, huh? Oh, no. No. Yeah, you need to drive his. No, that's fine.
My name is Philip Lopez, and actually Mike's not the lower division. I've ran the Hornet class the last 5 years. So I'll correct Mike there.
Is that the car that goes in the Shriner?
No, we actually get to go in circles.
Yeah.
We actually get to be on the big track. We get trophies and everything, so it's super, super fun. Yeah, it's super fun. And unusual, I don't really, I remember a long time ago, like 10 years ago. He may not remember. He came and looked at one of my race cars, and he didn't buy it. So, remember he looked at my dirt factory stock, and he didn't buy it. So, anyway, I'll hand the mic. This is my brother. I'll hand the mic to my brother.
Oh, gosh. I'm Keith Lopez. That's my card there, so you guys already got a good look. They teach you to put business cards on your table, so that's what we do. But I've ran – yeah, no crap. I've run everything from dirt modifieds, Hornets, factory stocks, super late models, limited late models before they were the Outlaw division, mods, pretty much a lot of it. So we've been around, and like I said, we're real appreciative to have a racetrack that Mr. Lashley's put together for us to race, because it's not a whole lot going with racing right now. So yeah, we're real appreciative, and we thank you guys for having us on to talk about the track. So.
We love it because David wants to get the ins and outs, so when he drives, he knows what he's up against.
I'm changing professions. I've been working. Although my car's an automatic, I act like there's a clutch. I'm still pressing that clutch to pretend.
Well, what kind of car is it?
It's a Mercedes, but it has the roll bar in it, so I'm ready just in case you guys right. Just in case you guys try and bump me off when I'm in the lead.
I'm sure he loves the wind blowing through his hair.
Oh, always. Matter of fact, it blew my hair off. That's why I don't put the roof down very often anymore. So, but I was telling the crews before how you cannot appreciate racing until you go there and watch it. When you're watching it on TV, it's like people can't watch golf. That's because they don't know how difficult that shot was unless they play it. I went and watched some NASCAR in Phoenix, and I was in the pit crew, and it was just amazing. Not only how fast they go, but how focused you have to be. Your reflexes have to be fantastic. You can't just be just a regular person and do this, because you got to have the heart and desire to be successful at it. Anybody can drive fast straight, but to make the turns with other cars on there, it takes a lot of nerve, I should say. And I really have a lot of respect for people that do that, because everybody can't do it. Anything that everybody can't do is fascinating to me. And you guys go out there, and you never know. It could be not only your last race, but your last day.
But I have a response to what you're saying, though. And in response to what you're saying, that's the nice thing about our racetrack, is there's a division. If you really want to race, there is a division for you. There really is. And as far as how much money you want to spend and how fast you want to go. And like my brother said, poor guy, but the Hornet class is really the start of that. No, I'm just giving you crap. If you really want to race, you can do it for cost and for speed and everything like that. So you look like you're a pretty fit guy there. So I think you've got it, but
Just be honest with you. I don't need to go 100 miles an hour.
we don't.
Or even 90. How you going to know it's me if I'm going that fast?
We'll see your hair flapping in the wind.
I want him to say, ooh, there goes David. So you got to be going slow.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about our racetrack, though, is that there's a division for everybody. Any budget, any skill level, anything, you can do it. So.
Hornet, what is that, like 10 speeds? 10 speed bicycle?
It's a no. Come on.
You know those bikes that
No, come on. We're a little faster than that. No, they're 4 cylinders basically. So yeah, it's like the 4-cylinder class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have all the respect in the world for anybody that will risk their life for
Take the mic, David.
for a. No, I know what you're trying to project, and I don't do that. But anybody that'll risk their life for something that they really love, very few people will do that. You know, a lot of people sit on the couch and talk shit. Well, we used to drag race in the 60s, and man, we're not talking about that. We're talking about risking your life and knowing you're risking your life. And like I said, a lot of people won't do that.
So basically, with the Hornets, they're like a race car. They're turning into more of race cars. They used to be just kind of like beginner. So, well, yeah. So back in the day when I was like 16, I ran. They were called factory stocks, which are now pro stock. So I ran that from 03 to 05. It was called Tucson Raceway Park. Now it's Tucson Speedway. And then I ran dirt factory stock. So then I got out for a little while, and then we moved into. I got a Hornet, which is they're turning into race cars more and more now. I mean, if you look at them now, they're full cage cars, they're 4 cylinders, and it's a race car. But I mean, you're talking 4 wide racing, 5 wide racing at times, and so you should come on out next year.
You know what? I'm giving that a lot of thought. I just get tired of winning so much. I didn't want to just go out there and just take over the scene. We won. We won. Yes, we won. But you should see. Now you done brought out a bunch of shit that you didn't want to win. Never lost the issue ever. 5-0. So victory's in my blood. You know, I'm from Sunnyside. We didn't lose there either. Yeah, we had Saguaro's ass. So you should have never went there. I'm just kidding, man.
So as we asked the last group, what's the main thing you guys want to accomplish in this, dark time where you're not in season? The other guys are saying, hey, we're either ripping the chassis apart, ripping the engines apart, this and that. What's the main objective to get ready for the Chili Willy or to do what you need to do to get ready for just the season in general?
Well, I'd start out with when the season ended, I immediately started working on my Camaro project that I have, which has nothing to do with the racetrack. But I've finally almost done with that, and I've got a new chassis that we're going to put together, or at least try to before the season starts. And hopefully we can dial it in and make it work at least as well as our old car.
Are you doing that new Camaro thing that John was talking about with the new body style?
Yeah, those are the supers. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nope. This is just a personal car, street car.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. It's an '86. So basically, it's going to be my 500 horsepower daily driver. Yeah. So anytime you want that Mercedes to get walked on, just let me know. No. It's just it really is just going to be daily for me, and then just getting back to the mode of racing, and once it starts, it's kind of hard to stop at that point. Yeah, it's just doing your research and getting it all set up and making sure all the bolts are tight.
Since I was a young kid, 71 with the split grill, I've always wanted one of those, and I just kind of grew out of it. But if I find one, I would pick it up. Because I think, I'm more into like just quick bursts, take off the line and just do a little something. And I'm going to take you up on your challenge, man. I'm going to leave you my number so we can meet out somewhere in the boonies and have a little something race.
Yeah, in the off season, you're basically, I got to go through the motor, try and hopefully build another one to keep up with the other cars. Work on suspension, work on handling. Handling is a big thing. You can have all the motor you want, but if you don't handle through the corners and my car's real close, I was able to hang with a lot of these guys that had really lots of money in the motors and all that good stuff. So this off season, it's all you're working for is to, gotta find somebody or whatever to, get another motor. Setup's pretty much there. Just got to do a little tweaking on it and, get ready for next season. It's just a never end. You take some time off, like Austin said, just get away from it, clear your mind, and then, jump back into it come about January because, you only got a couple months till the season starts. And I want to say something about these guys in the Hornets. When these guys are running, and they had to run, I don't know what tires you guys are running now, but the street tires these guys run these cars so hard, all of a sudden they're down to the cords, steel belt cords, sparks flying off, and trying not to run into the other guy because there's no grip anymore because you don't have any any rubber on the tires. So they're a lot of fun to watch too, a lot of fun. But
I agree with you. The racing period is a lot of fun to watch. It's way better than TV.
Yeah, especially when you're in the car.
Oh, I can imagine.
But it's a lot of it's confidence too. These guys, everybody puts so much work into their cars and know what the car will do. So it's not really being, I don't know how to explain what he said earlier about, not really, it's more confidence. It's more confidence that you have in your abilities in the car to run door to door for many laps with somebody and not wreck them. That's the whole thing. And it's an adrenaline rush too, to be honest.
See, I like this guy. I've always liked this guy, So I ran Hornets the last 5 years. I sold my car. We're kind of debating on what we're going to do this year. I got to practice a modified. But I'm actually building a new Hornet. I'm going to come back this year. I'm going to try to go for a championship. I actually have some partners that I'm super excited that I'm bringing aboard. Wings Over Broadway is one of them. So, and I have about 3 others. So we have financing, and so definitely going to run Hornets a full year this year, and then hopefully put something together with an upper division too this year and do a little bit of that. But yeah, I really don't want to race in my brother's division too much, but we'll see what happens. But for sure, I'm going to run he's the older brother, I'm used to finishing second, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'll run Hornets full year and then hopefully put something out. We have other plans put together for this year. So, yep, Mike.
All right. I think with racing, I used to be one of those guys that said that racing wasn't my life, and when I decided that I was all in is when we got good. So anyway, for us, we're trying to close sponsors. We have legality sponsorships that we use, paperwork. Everything's legal. Sponsors don't want to be liable for damages. So that's the big thing. So we're always working on our sponsors. I'm going to be running Super Lates, Outlaws, and Modifieds this year. So we got a lot of work to do. We're supposed to be doing another tire test for the racetrack. I've done that like the last 4 years. So we're constantly testing and constantly trying to improve because you can't, like Austin was saying, he's got a new chassis. We do now, but you have to continue to keep growing if you want to get better. And that's if the minute you get relaxed is the minute that it's over. Just like in life, if the minute you think you know it all is the minute that you don't anymore. So you have to keep learning and keep trying to stay sharp. So keep working at all the times, and you get out of it what you put into it.
I think one of the really great things about racing is it doesn't have an age limit. That is huge, because almost every sport has an age limit of some type. If you played at 35, you're really doing something, or 40. But this here is really great. It's kind of similar to golf as far as age limit is concerned. But I think it's very exciting. And, if your brother can get some more confidence, maybe he could take you one day.
Well, he's got the sponsorship to do it. So he just needs to make it come in.
But he doesn't have the skills. Is that what you're saying?
No. The truth is, I would love to run against my brother. I think you guys were saying about what you want to accomplish. I think me and him being able to run together a full year for me would be like cool. It'd be like a bucket list for me.
Yeah.
Run against my brother, So I would love it. So cool. Yeah, I think it'd be great.
That'd be fantastic. It'd be first, second, third, and you guys could rotate the second and the third. That would be great.
Exactly. Thank you very much, guys. Remember, Tucson Speedway, Chili Willy, 24th, 25th, 26th of January. Definitely go out there and give these guys support. Have fun with the family. Like I said, John, the track owner, you're not going to find any other better value under $30 for a family of 4. So definitely check it out. We want to thank you guys for being on the show. You know us every month. You guys are the only show that gets a guaranteed every month show. So we are we really want to get people to go out to Tucson Speedway. David and I are going to be out there. We've been given full access to anywhere we want to go. One of the guys on the last show, I think, made David a Chocolate Thunder a cutout or something to put on his car. so that's what he did. So I mean, you may see David out there with his Chocolate Thunder, the sign on his car and whatnot. So exactly. So definitely check it out. You can go to the Tucson Speedway website if you need more information, or you can get a hold of us at 520 Sports Talk, and we'll guide you and direct you in the proper way. So that's right. So yeah, check that out. The Chocolate Thunder cutout there. Yeah, one of the drivers from the last show actually made that for him. See, David's getting a lot of graphic opportunities here. He could have a pretty amazing looking car. We'll see what happens. So we want to thank Tucson Speedway also because they will have the 520 Sports Talk Classic in the upcoming years. So thank you guys. So we got one more group coming up here. This is the last group? Okay, great. I guess we're not having one more group come up here. We want to thank everybody that came out tonight at Wings Over Broadway. Obviously, we want to thank our sponsor, Wings Over Broadway, for providing such a great venue for us to have a show. Remember, NASCAR show every single month here, 520 Sports Talk, Tucson Speedway, here at Wings Over Broadway. Definitely don't miss it. We got a car outside tonight. We're going to have a car, or at least one, maybe more, every single time we have a show here. So if you watch this one on the internet and on your screens, next time make a plan or make a point to come out here live. Just like David said, it's a lot better live than it is on TV. We appreciate our viewers out there, but we also want to get you out here. You can talk to the drivers if you're interested in driving. If you have kids that are interested in driving in the Hornet class, this is the best place to be. Come out and talk to the drivers. Look at the cars. It's great for the family. Great food out here and great drinks. So we want to thank you very much. Stay tuned to the keep your eye on the 520 Sports Talk Facebook page. Troy's going to try to come up with a spotlight game of the week. Also, Piercen, if you would focus in on this shirt. These are the new shirts. We just got them today. It's going to be on an order basis. I'm not going to order a bunch of them and have them sit around. So if you want one of these shirts, contact us. There's long sleeve shirts like I have. There's short sleeve shirts, any color you want, with the brand new 520 Sports Talk logo on it. We'll get you hooked up. I'll get you some prices. Obviously, it's going to be different from long sleeve to short sleeve, but definitely check that out on the 520 Sports Talk swag. Makes a good Christmas gift. I can probably get them to you before Christmas if you contact me either tomorrow or the next day, okay? So thank you very much, Wings Over Broadway. Thank you, David. Thank you, Piercen. Great job. 520 Sports Talk, Tucson Sports with a twist, and it's a wrap.